Have you ever thought about this? Pharmacy isn't just about counting tablets or selling medicines, it's about protecting lives. Every tablet dispensed, every prescription filled, and every decision made in a pharmacy has one goal: to ensure safety, trust, and care. But what makes this possible? Law and ethics. These two, law and ethics, are what keeps our profession respected, accountable, and humane. Without them, pharmacy would be chaos. Anyone could sell anything, anywhere, anyhow. But with them, we have order, trust, and professionalism. Whether you're a pharmacist, pharmacy technician or technologist, medicine counter assistant, over the counter medicine seller, a student, or even an owner, this is one topic you must understand deeply. So, welcome to the Law and Ethics in Pharmacy Practice. Let's dive in. What does law and ethics really mean in pharmacy? Let's start by breaking it down. Law is simply a rule or standard of conduct made and enforced by the government. In pharmacy, this means a set of legal boundaries telling us what we can and cannot do. In Ghana, these laws are enforced by Pharmacy Council of Ghana, acting on behalf of the government. Now, ethics is different. It's not about punishment or enforcement. It's about doing what's right, even when no one is watching. It's about honesty, respect, and professional judgment, the moral compass that guides every pharmacist and pharmacy staff member. In short, law tells you what you must do, and ethics guides what you should do. Together, they form the foundation of safety and professional pharmacy practice in Ghana and all over the world. Now, let's talk about the backbone, the law that governs pharmacy practice in Ghana. This is the Health Professional Regulatory Body Act 2013 at 857, which replaced the Pharmacy Act of 1994 at 489. This act ensures that medicines are handled only by qualified, competent, and ethical professionals. It covers everything from how the Pharmacy Council operates to registration, licensing, and even penalties for misconduct. The key area under Act 857 includes the establishment and functions of the Pharmacy Council, the regulation of pharmacy practice, registration of practitioners and premises, offences, penalties, and disciplinary procedures, miscellaneous and general provisions for implementation. This law gives the Pharmacy Council its power and ensures that the public health is always protected. The Pharmacy Council is the statutory body that regulates pharmacy practice in Ghana. Its role to make sure that medicines reaching the public are safe, effective, and of high quality, and that the people handling them are qualified and ethical. The council does not just monitor, it trains, inspects, licenses, and even disciplines practitioners when needed. Its ultimate mission is to protect you, the public. Functions of the Pharmacy Council. The council performs a wide range of functions, all essential to upholding pharmacy standards. Let's go through them clearly. Ensuring quality education and training for pharmacists and support staff, setting standards for continuous professional development (CPD) so that practitioners remain competent, registering practitioners and premises before they begin operation, ensuring equitable distribution of pharmaceutical service across the country, monitoring and inspecting all pharmacy practices to ensure compliance, setting and enforcing ethical and professional standards, providing guidelines for education, training, and licensing of all support staff, disciplining practitioners who violate professional conduct, accrediting pharmacy programs to ensure educational quality, developing administrative systems for effective regulation, advising the Minister of Health on matters relating to pharmacy practice. Through these rules, the council ensures that pharmacy in Ghana is not just a trade, but a trusted healthcare profession. Every strong system needs strong leadership, and that is what the board of the Pharmacy Council provides. The board is responsible for the overall direction and policies of the council. Its members bring together expertise from the legal, health, and academic field. The board includes a chairperson who is a registered pharmacist with at least 10 years experience, a representative from the Ministry of Health, a representative from a pharmacy training institution, one registered pharmacist who is elected by fellow pharmacists, three public representatives, at least one of them should be a woman, a representative from the Attorney General's Department, and the Registrar of the Council, who acts as Secretary. All members are appointed by the President of Ghana. This structure ensures fairness, gender balance, and accountability. Registration and licensing. Now, this is where the law becomes very practical because no one can practice pharmacy without being registered or licensed. Registration of pharmacists and support staff. It's illegal to practice without registration under Act 857. Applications must be made to the registrar of the council and registration must be renewed regularly. Now, what are the requirements for pharmacists? To be registered as a pharmacist, you must hold a degree in pharmacy, that is B.Pharm or D.Pharm or its equivalent. You must complete an internship in an accredited institution. You need to pass the professional qualifying exams and you need to meet any additional requirements by the board. Registration for support staff. Now, pharmacy technicians or technologists, medicine counter assistants, over the counter medicine sellers must also be registered and licensed. They must pay the required fee and update their registration when they upgrade their qualifications. Registration of foreign trained pharmacists. Foreign trained professionals can also be registered, but they must meet the same standards, provide proof of qualification, and also demonstrate good English proficiency. Now, let's talk about the types of register. The Pharmacy Council keeps three main registers. Permanent register, which is for those practicing permanently in Ghana. Temporary register, which is for those practicing up to 3 months. It is renewable yearly. And then the provisional register, which is for newly qualified or foreign trained practitioners awaiting full registration. These registers are updated annually and published in the Ghana Gazette by January 31st each year. Renewal, suspension, cancellation. Registration must be renewed every year before it expires. However, it can be suspended if you are under investigation for misconduct, or you've made a false declaration, or you have violated a provision of the Act. Suspension only occurs after 30 days' notice, giving you time to respond. A practitioner's registration may be cancelled if they are convicted of an offense, if they lose their qualification, or if they fail to comply with disciplinary measures. Names can be restored once they have been cleared and recommended by the board. Inspections and investigations. Pharmacy inspectors are like the watchdogs of public health. They can enter and inspect any pharmacy. They can verify licenses and registration. They can investigate offences or unsafe practices. They can collect samples for testing, or they can even close premises operating illegally or unsafely. Inspectors must always carry a valid ID, and if they seize any medicine, compensation is given where applicable. Offences and penalties. The Act is very clear on offences, and trust me, the penalties are serious. You commit an offence if you make a false declaration when registering, if you use the title pharmacist without being one, if you operate a pharmacy without a registered pharmacist, if you sell or peddle restricted medicines illegally, if you obstruct inspectors or violate professional standards. Penalties include fines from 250 to 5,000 penalty units or up to 10 years imprisonment or both. Now, you may be asking how much is a penalty unit? Well, the board will determine that. And if the offense continues daily, additional fines can apply. For companies, the directors and managers can also be held personally responsible unless proven otherwise. Regulations. Finally, under the same Act, the Minister of Health, with advice from the Pharmacy Council, can make legislative instruments to regulate details like registration and practice standards, licensing of premises, professional discipline, standard fees, safe supply and sales of medicines. Breaking these regulations can lead to penalties of up to 5,000 penalty units or more. And this brings us to the end of part 1 of the Law and Ethics in Pharmacy Practice series under the Basic Pharmacy Knowledge. You have seen how it all begins with Act 857, the Pharmacy Council, and the systems that protect public health and upholds our profession's dignity. In part 2, we will explore some of the committees of the Council. We will also explore specific ethical principles and laws, including the Pharmacy Council's Code of Ethics, and how to make real life ethical decisions in pharmacy practice. Because it's not enough to know the law, you must live the ethics behind it. Remember, every capsule, every prescription, every interaction counts. As pharmacy professionals, we don't just sell medicines, we protect lives. If you found today's lesson helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated. And also share this video to help others learn about pharmacy law and ethics too. Until next time, if God permits, bye for now.